Hi Scorpio. So I already did your spread here and I already pre-shuffled the cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right to your reading. So right away, I can see that you have options that you need to choose from. I feel like you're this Nine of Pentacles here. I feel you know that you have other options that you can choose from. It doesn't have to be romantically. It could just be like options in your life on, which direction you should go in life. And I feel like there will be communication in this matter, whether that be, if you are dealing with a romantic situation, this person really wants to communicate with you these options because to them it feels like something very important to communicate about, and you know that you have to communicate with this person, and you kind of are dreading it in a way. I could see the Seven of Swords here. There may have been like deceptiveness going on, and with the Nine of Swords you definitely are in your head about the options that you have in your life. You could be dealing with a water sign. I could see with the Queen of Cups that seems like your energy. It's the first card in your spread. So I definitely see that with this Two of Pentacles, you are juggling ideas on which way to go. And it feels like a very crucial moment in your life right now. As I see the Judgment, I can see that you finally, like, you've always known that there are different paths that you can take in your life, but you never like fully committed to one yet. You kind of either put things on the back burner, or you kind of told yourself you'll get back to it later. But I feel like you're at this point in your life where you feel like there are tough decisions that are needed to be made. And you know that whichever path or whichever choices that you make, it will start a brand new chapter in your life. And it's a little scary in a way because, there's a part of it that is unknown, and it kind of makes you a little scared of what is to come in the near future. With your High Priestess here, I can see that you're trying to trust your intuition, but with the Eight of Wands above the High Priestess, I feel that, like I said, someone really wants to communicate with you about options that you can take. And you know that these options that you have, they kind of are presented to you, and it's really up to you whether or not you want to accept it. But you know that these are real offers, or if you were to accept an offer from someone like this person that wants to communicate with you, you know that they're all in, and they are kind of afraid that you aren't viewing it the same way. You rather just trust your intuition rather than trusting in someone's promise because it doesn't feel like it's enough. You're kind of gearing towards trusting what is best for your highest good. So I'm going to get some clarification. So like I said, I already pre-shuffled the deck here, so you don't have to see me shuffle. You can be dealing with someone that is out of a distance. You can be dealing with a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. Yeah, so I feel like since you have so many options or so much going, or you have different paths that you can choose, and it's very, very crucial on what you choose right now. But I can see that someone feels like you are portraying this Four of Cups, where they feel like they're giving you everything that they have, but you still are kind of unsure if you want to accept it or not. So you're more in your head about it, and you're more, with this Nine of Swords here, you're more like contemplating on what is best for you, and not well, I feel like you have probably multiple people involved and you're trying to see what is best for everybody, because I feel like you don't, like, your intentions aren't to hurt someone, but you know that you have a certain power over certain people in your life right now. With this Page of Wands here, you could be dealing with someone that is younger than you, or that kind of acts immature. And in this situation, they aren't, they're not really being mature about it. And it's kind of making you feel defensive in a way. But I could see that the Page of Wands is looking at the Judgment over there. I feel something very strong from that Judgment card. It's like you could see she's kind of like, she has her hand out and she's very angelic and she's very soft. And I feel like this is a very pivotal moment in your life on whichever decisions that you make right now, or whatever decision that you make right now, it will start like a brand new chapter or a brand new beginning in your life. But you are this Temperance here where you're kind of like testing the waters out. You're trying to balance everything, and I think the problem here is that you're trying to make everybody happy in a situation, but the problem is that when there's too many people involved, you can't really make everybody happy. And that's very unfortunate, I know, but like, sometimes you have to think for yourself and trust your intuition with this High Priestess and see what's best for your highest good. I'm going to grab from the Elemental deck. I like to grab two, so you have Lake and Depth, and you have the Biome connection. So I feel like you, as a Scorpio water sign, this really relates to who you are. Like, you're a very deep, like, you connect in a very deep way. I'm a Scorpio sun, so I can relate. But you like, when you have relationships in your life, or when you communicate with others, you do it in such a deep way where you kind of pass the superficialness of relationships, and you just get straight to the depth of the relationship. And you have no problem doing that when it comes to, relationships that you bring in your life. When you connect with others, you do it in such a deep way where sometimes the other people aren't able to relate. And, some other signs, I'm not saying, I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm biased, so I would say that, having those deep connections is really important, and I feel like it's the right thing to do, just because I'm a Scorpio myself. But, we tend to, when we connect with people, we tend to want to know everything about that person, and not just like what their favorite color is, or what their favorite food is. I'm talking about, like, you like to go deep within, trying to figure out their fears, trying to figure out their fantasies, going very in depth with the connection. And that kind of throws people off a little bit, and sometimes they're afraid to go deep within themselves. And I feel like that relates to your reading in a way where you're trying to find the best option for you, the one that connects with you in such a deep level. Maybe you're dealing with someone that doesn't connect with you in that way, and you don't feel that connection with that person. So you're kind of like, finding out what is best for your authentic self. And I feel like that is your authentic self, is knowing that depth within you. And then you have the biome connection. Yeah, so I feel like I was saying, we connect in such a deep way with other people that we connect with. And I feel like the biome it talks a lot about like the ecosystem and just like how the earth is, how we are living and breathing, and just it's just about like the whole ecosystem and how things run and how things come together and how things are connected. I could see number 4 you could be dealing with like a twin flame or a divine counterpart. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like you may have an option that you are thinking that maybe you are dealing with a twin flame and you feel like you have such a deep connection with them and you feel like you can't really leave them. And there may be other people in your life that don't see that it is good for you, but you think otherwise, and you kind of feel alone in this journey. As you can see in this lake one, she's kind of drowning by herself, and as she's looking at the castle and the world there, she almost feels suffocated in a way because she's not feeling like she's being understood. And I feel like that is your energy right now. You feel alone in this journey that you are with this other person, and you feel like no one understands you. I'm gonna grab from them. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Yeah, so I feel like that is spirit telling you, with all this, with all the pressure of making the right decision, I feel like it's important to meditate about it, and contemplate and to really put thought into your next move, because I feel like the next move that you make, it will be major and it will be life changing. And it says new moon in Pisces. So Pisces is a very intuitive sign. So I feel like, when you do that meditation and you do the contemplating about, making these major decisions in your life, it has a lot to do with your intuition. I saw the high priestess earlier over here. I feel like spirit is telling you, take that time alone where you can meditate and contemplate on the decisions that you're going to make next, because I feel like which decision you make is going to change your life in a major way, and it's going to create new chapters in your life. And it's really important to take a step back and really think about it. Yeah, so that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching.